my little beans. Welcome to a new episode. Today we're going to be talking about Halo Infinite, how I think it might end. If you guys don't know what Halo Infinite is, it's a new game, new Halo game that's going to be coming out here in a few months. But I know there's been a lot of drama and stuff with Halo Infinite, with the Bad Brute, and, well, I guess all the brutes would be bad, wouldn't they? I mean, the brute that looked like a fucking monkey. I know there's big conversations, the big issues because of the graphics and all that. I think it's going to be a wonderful game. I think it's going to be a great game. Yes, there's sprint, but what people need to learn out there is this is not the early 2000s. Most games have sprint now these days. And I don't think they're going to screw up Halo. I think this is going to probably be a good Halo and since Reach, to be honest. I believe that I think everyone's aware that the Flood will be in the game. And I am 99% sure that we will have drivable Pelicans and drivable Phantoms and possibly a drivable Scarab in multiplayer. The multiplayer is probably going to be fucking massive, like none that we've ever seen. Yes, they might add a Battle Royale, but I don't think they really will. I guess if they want to attract the younger audience, they probably will. And I don't think this is going to be the only game that's going to be based on this ring. I think there's going to be a Halo Infinite 2 or something to kind of finish off the story. It's going to be a massive storyline. Basically, you have the Covenant storyline, and now it's the Banished storyline. But here's what I'm getting confused at, is you also have Katana. And when I watched the trailer, where he gets shot down by the Pelican, I think the Banish is just in the way, and I think Master Chief wants to get rid of him because he's noticing how big of a threat they're getting. So I kind of wonder, since he can't activate the ring or do anything about the Banish, maybe he releases the Flood to deal with the Banish while he tries to figure out Katana. Yes, that's very far-fetched, but I know the Flood is going to be in this game. Either the Banish released them back in Halo Wars 2 and they somehow got on the ring before it was launched, but I know the Flood is going to be a big thing in this game. I also noticed that there's mixed designs as well. You have the new Halo 5 and Halo 4 Elites, and you also have the old Halo 2, Halo 3, or Halo Reach Elites. And I like that idea. I think it's great. Kind of disappointed that there are no playable Elites, but we don't know what would come in the future. They might change things in the future. Like, look at MCC. That was ditched for a long time, and then they're adding things that were in the additional game and all this. So who knows? Maybe in the future we would have a big multiplayer, kind of like Battlefield, where there's massive Battlefield. You could drive jets and all that. But I think with Halo, and I think this would be great for Halo if they had a mode like that where you could play as the humans, or you could play as the Covenant. And with the humans, you could play as the Marines, ODST, Spartans, and all that. And when you play as the Covenant, you could play as the Hunters, the Grunts, the Elites, the Jackals. I think that would just be a great in all multiplayer. Like imagine a massive multiplayer where you could have scarabs and like the mod that's on PC Extinction. Extinct. I think that's what it's called. Where it's a massive multiplayer and you could have all these vehicles and stuff. I feel like a lot of you guys would be screaming to Halo if that was a thing. This is how you could do, like, especially with people who do role-playing. That would be great for cinematic shots, role-playing, and an on fun Halo game. Yes, it would be a big change for Halo, but I feel like it would be really fun. I say a lot, don't I? The campaign is going to be a lot different than what we're used to. I think it's going to be very like Far Cry-ish. I think it's going to be mixed of Far Cry and Halo ODST. And the reason I say Far Cry is... No, actually it's more like ODST than anything. Because you can... you go to different areas are open and different areas are not. I don't think it's a full-on open world, but I think it's a semi-open world, more like ODST. So you still follow one objective and you do all that. It's also going to be more open world-ish, so you could explore more things. Kind of like in ODST when it's when you play as Rookie, you go into it's nighttime and you could explore areas, find Easter eggs. I feel like it's going to be the same difference here, but not with the jails. I probably already said this already, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be 2 or maybe, 2 games in this, because I don't think they would, I don't know. If the flood of it, it could be like Halo 1 where the flood is killed by some nuke or whatever, but I feel like it would be too far-fetched, because when I read the book, it was literally, they didn't want to get Katana's attention at all. They didn't even want to do a nuke to kill the Banish on Reach. So, on Halo Infinite, wouldn't it be the same thing? They don't want to get Katana attention. But maybe what happens is after shooty Banish brutes and shit, or the brutes release the flood, the brutes, or the Banish, don't think, because big monkey brain, and they do something. Katana shows up, so you're gonna kill the Prometheans, and the flood, and the brutes. Kind of like on the end of Halo 2, where you had to kill the brutes and the flood. That's how I think it's gonna go down. Pretty sure that's how it's gonna go down. There's gonna be, obviously, if you've seen the trailer, like the trailer that's in the background, there's gonna be animals, and you can interact with those animals, you can kill them. I kind of wonder if you'll have a camp that later on in the game we had to supply them food or something, but I doubt that. I think it will be more you'll have a home base to stay, and then you could click missions, kind of like not Destiny. Like the home base is going to be like the home menu, where you could choose to do missions. So it's kind of like MMOs in a way, where you have that main area and you could go to shops and stuff. I think it's not going to be like an MMO where there's multiplayer and you see like Call of Duty Cold War, or not Cold War, World War II, where when you go to the multiplayer, there's home base and you get to click things. I think that it's going to be like that. So when you start up the game, you're going to be in like home base, and then you click like select mission or multiplayer or whatever. And I think that pretty much sums this video. I know I sound very awkward and very cringy probably, but hey, this is my first time making a video like this. A lot of editing. So, yeah. I think Halo Infinite in general will be a very good game. And I feel like a lot of people will end up liking it. So that sums up the video. And I'll see you guys next time. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. See you, little beans.